জয় জয় রামকৃষ্ণ বাঞ্ছাকল্পতরু জয় জয় ভগবান জগতের গুরু জয় জয় রামকৃষ্ণ অখিলের স্বামী জয় জয় গুরু মাতা জগত জননী জয় জয় দোহাকার যত ভক্তগণ সবার চরণ রেণু মাগে অধম।
নমস্কার সকলকে আরও আরেকবার আমরা স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি আমাদের এই সেগমেন্ট। শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণ এ বায়োগ্রাফি লিখেছেন বইটি স্বামী নিখিলানন্দজি মহারাজ। গত এক বছর ধরে আমরা এই বইটির পাঠ এবং ব্যাখ্যা করে চলেছি। আমরা ঠাকুর শ্রী রামকৃষ্ণ পরমহংসদেবের জীবন নিয়ে আলোচনা করছি। তারই অন্যতম অংশ গড ইনটক্সিকেটেড স্টেটের মধ্যে আমরা আগের দিন তন্ত্র এই পার্টটি করেছিলাম, পার্ট 1। আজকে আমরা তার পার্ট 2 করব। The average man wishes to enjoy the martial object of the world. Tantra bids him enjoy this, but at the same time discover in them the presence of God. That means in Tantra we can see that it is allowing us to see in every object the God, the martial object in this world. Tantra is allowing us to enjoy this, but at the same time they are helping us in discover in them the presence of God. Mystical rites are prescribed by which slowly the sense objects become spiritualized, sense attractions is transformed into a love of God. So the very bonds of a man are turned into releasers. The very poison that kills is transmuted into the exiler of life. Outward renunciation is not necessary. The aim of Tantra is to sublimate the bhoga or enjoyment into yoga or the union with consciousness. According to this philosophy, the world with all its manifestation is nothing but the sport of Shiva and the Shakti, the absolute and inscrutable power. The disciplines of Tantra are graded into sweet aspirants of all degrees. Exercises are prescribed for people with animal, heroic and divine outlooks. Certain are the rites that require the presence of members of different gender. Here the aspirant learns to look on woman as the embodiment of goddess Kali, the universe, mother of universe. The very basis of Tantra is the motherhood of God and the glorification of woman. Every part of woman's body is to be regarded as an incarnate divinity. But the rites are extremely dangerous. The help of a qualified guru is absolutely necessary. An unwary devotee may lose his foothold and fall into a pit of depravity. So the Tantra, which seems to be so good that it sublimes the bhoga and attraction of this conversion of bhoga into yoga, so this should be done. It seems to be very easy, but it should be done under an observation of an qualified guru. Without it, if we fail in this, then we should regret in our life. According to the Tantra, Shakti is the active creative force in this universe. Shiva is the absolute, is more or less passive principle. Further, Shakti is an inseparable from Shiva, as fire's power to burn is from fire itself. Shakti, the creative power, contains in its womb the universe and therefore is the Divine Mother. All women are symbols. Kali is one of her several forms. So Shakti is the ultimate power, and Kali is that form of that Shakti. And there are many other forms too. One of them is Kali, goddess Kali. The meditation on Kali, the creative power, is the central discipline of the Tantra. While meditating, the aspirant at first regard himself as one with the absolute, and then think out of that impersonal consciousness emerge two entities, namely his own self and living form of the goddess. He then projects the goddess into the tangible image before him and worship it as the Divine Mother. This Tantra is not very easy to understand, not very easy to practice too. It's very difficult things to understand, which Sri Ramakrishna had understood well. Sri Ramakrishna set himself to the task practicing the disciplines of Tantra, and at the bidding of Divine Mother herself he accepted the Brahmani as his guru. He performed profound and delicate ceremonies in Panchavati under the belfry at the northern extremity of the temple compound. He practiced all the disciplines of 64 principal Tantra books, and it took him never more than 3 days to achieve the result promised in any one of them. So Ramakrishna completed this in 3 days and got the result as it is promised in one of the books. That Ramakrishna completed 64 principal Tantra books. After the observance of few rites, he would be overwhelmed with strange divine fervor, would go into samadhi where his mind would dwell in exaltation. Evil ceased to exist for him. The carnal lost its meaning. The word carnal lost its meaning. The whole world and everything in it appeared as the Leela, the sport of Shiva and Shakti to Sri Ramakrishna. He beheld everywhere manifest the power and beauty of Mother. The whole world, animate and inanimate, appeared to him as pervaded with Chit consciousness and with Ananda or bliss, that Satchitananda. So today, in discussing Sri Ramakrishna's life along with Tantra, we will keep till this. Next day we will complete its third and last part. We will end by touching the feet of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansadev.
जय जय रामकृष्ण वाञ्छाकल्पतरो जय जय भगवान् जगतेर गुरु जय जय रामकृष्ण अखिलेर स्वामी जय जय गुरु माता जगत जननी जय जय दोहाकार যত ভক্তগণ সবার চরণ রেণু মাগে আধার